Some Harsha ka quiz is going on. Titash is pinging me. He cannot come.
I don't know we are live.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, Vishnu.
welcome everybody to Atulya Nari quiz. This is Vishnu and this is Ishita. Vishnu from Hyderabad and Ishita is from Jamshedpur. Thank you everyone for registering and participating. This is one of the rare quizzes where we see equal number of participation among men and women. We have around 61 registered participants and there are 27 to 28 men, women, and also equal number of men and children also, including all this. So, Ishita, you want to speak something, or should I
Yeah,
go
which
ahead
is
with
the
the
first. It is the first, right? So that's a feat because in the quizzing circuit we hardly see so many women participating. Mostly it's men who come for quizzing. So this is a really good trend that we are seeing in this quiz. And let's get started. You want to start with the rules?
Yes, I'll quickly start with the rules. We have 30 visitors, as I can see, 30 viewers right now, as I can see. There are almost 30 more participants who need to attend. I'll start with the rules. Uh, Ishita, if someone has any issue, just let me know on the
Yeah.
mic. I'll
Yep.
just try to resolve it. And I just activated the Google Forms where the answers can be submitted. Yeah, welcome everyone to Atulya request. I'll go with the rules and instructions first. So many people were asking me how to give the answers. So if you're using a PC or a laptop, keep two tabs open, one for YouTube and one for submitting answers through the form provided. So everyone who registered got the forms through their email ID and also it's available in the WhatsApp group which you are all added. And instruction 2, if you're using two devices, use one for viewing video and one for answering. These are just suggestions, you can use as you wish. So if there is an option of YouTube on your TV, watch the video on TV and answer through the mobile or laptop. If you have only one single mobile device, take note of the answers and enter them on the form after the video ends. You'll be provided with ample time for this. So after the last question ends, you'll be given some 5 to 6 minutes to enter the answers. So you can take the answers down on a paper sheet and enter the answers later in the Google form. Okay, there are 20 questions and no negatives. There are no options. There are no negatives and no options. You can guess some random answers. All the answers are simple. You need not overthink. I'm sure that you know all the answers. At least out of 20, you'll know 18 answers for sure. You just have to work out on the questions. That's how we made the questions. Uh, Next instruction, answer only what is required without any additional information unless asked for. So we need to go through a lot of responses after the quiz. So just give what is required. Don't give any additional information. Just if it is asked that what is the capital of Delhi, just what is the capital of India, just say New Delhi. Don't say that New Delhi was established by British in 1911 or something, whatever. That's all is not required. Just give me the direct answer. And the comments are disabled in the YouTube video. You just need to answer the answers only in the Google form. Next one, keep track of the question numbers. If you mess with the numbers, you may get the wrong scores at the end and you may not qualify to the finals. So there are 6 finalists going to the senior finals and 6 finalists going to the junior finals, that is for school students. So there will be total 12 people going to the finals. Okay, last time when we did a quiz, some people faced the problem their responses were not submitted. So consider your answers submitted only when you see this screen. So you can see on the screen Atulya Nari. After you submit the answers, this is the screen which you get that reads as Atulya Nari in heading, and then your answers have been submitted. Answers will be revealed in next few minutes at YouTube channel. Subscribe and stay tuned. Only if you see this screen after submitting the answers, that means your answers are submitted. So if you don't see the screen or you see some say error message, immediately go back and fill the answers. So if you have some problem with your internet, that might happen. No other reason. So last time some people had this issue. That's why I'm keeping this slide. Okay, if someone wants to register right now, you can message to this number. That is 95576403996. The number is also available in the description of this video. If someone wants to register, they can message him. He is Mudassir. He'll send you the Google form link and you can pay us later. So, and overthinking is injurious to health and causes hair fall. So just don't overthink. All the answers are simple. You know all the answers. The questions you might not know, but the answers are known to you. Okay, all the best.
Hey, there's one participant, Smriti Divedi. She's unable to join. Let's just, I'm chatting with her, so let's just give her 1 minute. Don't start on the
Unable
questions.
to join in the sense,
She didn't explain, so I'm just solving that with her.
she just need to join through the YouTube link, right?
Yeah.
Send her the YouTube link. She should be able to join because we already have 53 people joining here. And on the Google form, there is a name field and the registered mail ID field. Just enter the registered mail ID which you registered with us while you're making the payment. That
Vishnu,
will
you can
help us.
start.
Okay. No other issues, right? I'm starting it.
No issues.
Okay,
Let's start.
we'll give ample, just going through the instructions again, we'll give ample time after the quiz to submit answers, and we'll give minimum time to each question. There will be no rerun of the questions. However, you can rewind the video whenever you want a rerun. So the video will be remaining here on the channel forever. So you can rerun, you can rewind and see the questions and answer. In the case of tie, the time of submissions will be taken into count. Okay, moving on to question number 1. So this is question number 1. Trained by O.M. Nambiar once, this exterior inspiration has started a school of athletics at Kerala. Athlete Tintu Luka is product of this school. A biopic with Katrina Kaif is being planned on her life. Identify her. So who is the athlete from Kerala I'm talking about in this question? So in every question, I highlighted the required hints or clues. So the hints here are athletics in Kerala. I won't repeat this in every question. I'm just saying for the first question. So trained by OM Nambiar once, this exterior inspiration has started a school for athletics at Kerala. Athlete Tintu Luka is a product of this school. A biopic with Katrina Kaif is being planned on her life. Identify her. Question number two, going to question number 2. This is just a safety slide. Keep track of question numbers. Okay, this is question number 2. On the right is a house in an Italian village. How is this relevant to India for the past few decades? So you can see a house which is located in some Italian village, but this is relevant to India for the past few decades. Importantly, since last 3 decades, we can say, but yeah, 3 decades. You can say actually for 5 decades, but it makes sense only if we say it's 3 decades since 91. Moving on to question number 3. These are the first lines of a book by whom? There had been an order issued in brackets 1558 to write down whatever you know of the doings of Firdaus Makani and Jannat Ashiani. At this time, when His Majesty Firdaus Makani passed from this perishable world to the everlasting home, I, this lowly one, was 8 years old, so it may well be that I do not remember much. However, in obedience to the royal command, I set down whatever there is that I have heard and remembered. So this is one of such kind of questions which school kids can easily answer, but adults might have forgotten about it. So these are first lines of a book by whom. I don't want book's name here. I just need who authored this book, like, or who is the author of this book. The timeline helps. So this book was started. She started writing this book in 1558. That is in 16th century. And remember that this is a woman quiz, so all the answers are related to women. Related to women, need not be a woman at all. So this answer is woman only. So just give me the name of the person who authored this book. I don't want the book's name. So this is the first thing you read about someone when you start reading history in sixth class. Okay, question number 4. So it is often assumed that this place is named after her, but its story goes back to Daksha Yagna and an earring. What am I talking about? So this is a place which is often wrongly assumed that it's named after her, but its story goes back to Dakshayagna and an earring. If you know what Dakshayagna and what earring means, you'll get an answer for this. So this is simply a. I need a place's name. I don't want her name. I need a place name. If you're just giving her name, that won't count as a correct answer. So I need a place name. Now we're saying it clearly. We need a place name here. Moving on to question number 5. In the picture is the Chernobyl radiation. This inspired PM Nehru to name something first in India as dash. Fill in the blank. FITB here means fill in the blank. So in the picture, the blue picture you can see here is the Chernobyl radiation. This inspired PM Nehru to think about some mythological character, and named something first in India after her. So just give me the mythological character or characters, not a single character, but mythological characters. So just as an example, I will give you. Uh, let's say if the answer is first satellite, I need the answer as Aryabhatta, not ISRO. I need let's this is just an example. If the answer is first satellite of India, that should be Aryabhatta, and we are not accepting the answers like first satellite or the first ISRO or whatever is the answer. Only Aryabhatta will be considered the answer. So, and the blank is indicative here. There are 6 letters in the blank. Yeah, moving on to question number 6. Please keep track of the question numbers. So you can see a picture here. Name at least 2 women seen in this picture. So I'll give a little bit time for this. You watch the picture closely. If it is possible, you zoom. I don't think it's possible on YouTube on all the devices to zoom, but every person in this family has contributed something to India and quite famous. Just name any of the 2 women seen in this picture. uh, you'll get this is one of the deciding question, like each of the 2 answers you'll have zero point 0.5 marks. So name at least 2 women seen in this picture. Look at the picture closely. At least one face should be very safe, very, very familiar to Indians. Uh, from that picture, you can get the from that person you can get the answers for the other 2 women, names of other 2 women. Yeah, this is question number 6. Keep track of question numbers. Question number 7. I forgot to say something. The background images have no relevance to the questions. Those are just the paintings of Raja Ravi Verma, M.F. Hussain, and few other people. Okay, in the business world, question number 7. In the business world, a unicorn means a startup valued at over 1 billion US dollars. A former Kotak Mahindra MD now has a beauty and wellness e-commerce portal, which has recently become an unicorn. identify the company. I don't need the person's name. We just need the name of the company, which is a beauty and wellness e-commerce portal. We just need a simple name of the company that's some 5 or 6 letters. I can't count exactly now.
So just
Just
to
need,
build on to what you are saying, for example, if it's Biocon and Kiran Majumdar Shaw, we don't need Kiran Majumdar Shaw. We need Biocon.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
So we just need the company's name. Don't give the person's name. It won't add any extra points to you. Moving on to question number 8. Okay, this again will be easy for school kids. They might be reading about it, and others can guess it if they can remember all the history there, right? So, a trail connecting Bangalore to Patna is named after an Indian princess who planted a Bodhi tree at Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka. Identify her or identify the train name I'm talking about. So, this is a train which connects Bangalore to Patna and named after an Indian princess who planted a Bodhi tree at Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka. Identify her. This is an easy question, so I'm just moving on. Question number 9. This is an interesting one. The original versions were the amalgamations of North and South Indian aspects. However, the biographer Ranjit Desai created a fictional character named Sugandha Bhai. These were recently in spotlight because of the recreation by several actresses like Nadia, Shobana, Chamundeshwari, etc. So we deliberately removed some very famous actresses' names because that will be a giveaway. So what am I talking about? This you can explain this in 3 or 4 words, or even you can even explain in 2 words actually. So what am I talking about? What are these original versions? What were recreated? Just give me what am I talking about? So actually the answer is staring at you if you can work out. Moving on to question number 10. So Bimbisara's son Vimala Kondanna was born in a mango grove, later became a Buddhist monk along with this mother. I'm specifically saying this mother because she is one of the Bimbisara's wives, not wives exactly. Yeah. So she's one of the Bimbisara's wife. That's why this mother at Vaishali. So who was his mother? So who was Vimala Kondanna's mother? So Vimala Kondanna was Bimbisara's son, uh, who was born in a mango grove and later became a Buddhist monk at Vaishali. So there are enough number of clues here for school kids also. It's easy for school kids to know this. They read a lot about this, and for the others, they can work out from the clues which are given: a mango grove and a Buddhist monk and a mother at Vaishali. Moving on to question number 11. So this is okay. Let me read the question first. The granddaughter of the last Diwan of Junagadh was the first Asian woman to be elected as the president of Oxford Union Debating Society. She is also believed to have introduced future British PM Theresa May to her future husband Philip May. Identify this daughter of East. So this is not exactly an Indian women question, but she has uh, some connection to India at some time, some part of the time. So identify this daughter of East, who is the granddaughter of the last Diwan of Junagadh and the first Asian woman to be the president of Oxford Debating Society. This is question number 11. Keep track of question numbers. I hope no one is facing any issues with the Google form. If there are any issues, just post it on the participants group which we created. Moving on to question number 12. So Bill Gates listed 6 things happened in 2017 in Twitter as below. 6 best things happened in 2017 in Twitter as below. So the first one is Edward Shan's first graduate from his family. Second one is a romantic comedy film based on Anita Nare. Third one is Bhutan and Maldives eradicated measles. Fourth one is World Food Prize winner Dr. Akin Wumi Adesina gives away his prize. Fifth one is science confirms doing good is good for you. The sixth one is extreme reading challenge. So my question here is, what is the second one? So second one, he directly mentioned the movie name. I just need the movie name, which is based on Anita Nari. You can see her picture here. A picture might not help unless you've read the news. So it's a romantic comedy film based on Anita Nari, whom you can see in the picture below. Moving to question number 13. Please keep track of question numbers while entering the answers later in the Google Sheet. This is question number 13. As per the popular folklore in the region, she celebrated every successful loot by worshipping goddess Durga. A chief minister was forced to resign in the wake of a massacre that her gang has committed in 1981. Identify the gang leader who was venerated as a goddess herself. So I think this is easy for most of us. A well-known name in Indian politics of India actually, and she was a gang leader. Identify her. Easy question. Moving on to question number 14. So this was an Instagram post by someone. Identify whom. So Instagram post read as, I live in Mumbai and working as a good actor looking for good parts to play. So this Instagram post bagged her a movie that revived her career and even nominated her for the Filmfare Best Actress at the age of 60. So who is this actress? Just give me the actress's name. This exterior actress got a revival in her career because of the Instagram post she did. Moving on to question
Power
number, yes.
I was just mentioning power of social media.
Okay. Uh, Keep track of the questions. Question number 15. So when I started running, I ran barefoot. But in my first nationals, my father bought running shoes with spikes on them. It was just a normal pair of running shoes. I wrote Adidas on the shoes with my hand. You never know what fate can do. Adidas is now making shoes with my name. So this was said by someone to Suresh Raina in an Instagram chat. Identify the sports person. So remember that this is a women quiz. I guess everyone is keeping that in mind. All the answers are related to women. There are some answers where I'm expecting some other than women also as answers that yet to come. So just give me the person's name who said this to Suresh Raina in an Instagram chat. Question number 16. This has been recently in news. So the Habitats Trust is what you can see in the picture. The question reads: the first woman to lead an listed IT company in India has established this life wildlife conservation fund. Identify the lady in news recently. So this lady is the first woman to lead an listed IT company in India. So she also established this wildlife conservation fund that's called the Habitat Trust, which mainly works for elephants. So who is this lady who established this trust? She was very recently in news. Moving on to question number 17. So the first in India was founded at Eldams Road, Chennai, by a pilot Captain V. Sundaram in 1959. Its Hyderabadi version was founded by actress Amala in 1992. What am I talking about? So actress Amala is an exterior actress, like not exactly exterior. So she's even acting in movies nowadays. Uh, uh, so she was a big actress in late 80s and early 90s. So Amala founded something in Hyderabadi version of something in 1992. So what is this? The All India version or the Madras version of this was founded at Eldams Road by Captain V. Sundaram. So what did Amla found in Hyderabad in 1992? It's an Hyderabadi version of the same thing. I just need the organization's name. A simple one word, or you can even write it in two words. Question number 17, that was. Keep track of question numbers. Question number 18. This is an easy one. So the picture reads symbol of women's strength. Identify the logo. Just give me a simple one word answer. There are, you can give other name also for this, but I just need one word answer. There is other name for this company also. I just need one word which fits in the blank there. So this is a quite popular logo found in Indian kitchens. Identify the logo. Penultimate question number 19. So Ram Janmabhoomi Shilanyas ceremony, which recently took place at Ayodhya on 5th August, received soil from different holy places across India, not only across India, other places too. So one among them is now a ruined place of learning where Sati's right hand is believed to have fallen. Which Shaktipita is this? So think about a Shaktipita which has been ruined now and which was once a place of learning. Which Shaktipita is this? I'm particularly asking about a Shaktipita. So think about a Shaktipita which is ruined in the age of reconstruction of temples. This is still ruined. Think why it is still ruined. That might help you. Uh, just give me a Shakti Beta, which is ruined. Moving on to the final last question. Before going to the last question, I'd say after the question ends, after the last question ends, you'll have some time around 6 to 7 minutes to submit the answers. Please submit them and make sure you get a success note after the submission. After the submission, you'll get a note that your answers have been submitted successfully. And after some time, after closing the form, we'll come live again with the answers. Everyone can come back and comment your answers in the comment section. So that will be an interactive session with questions and answers. We'll be speaking and you'll be answering the answers in the comment section. Nishita will be taking on the session. Last question number 20. So Nagalapuram is a temple town near Tirupati. Who founded this town? So the clues here are Tirupati, a famous king, not a famous, famous king who is largely associated with the temple town of Tirupati and the temples there. The person who constructed temples there also founded this town near Tirupati. This is not near. This is not in Tirupati. This is a town near Tirupati named Nagalapuram. Who founded this? So here I'm expecting a man as an answer. The answer is a man, not a woman. So who founded this town? And this was the last question. Just give me the king's name. And there's a reason why I kept this in a women's quiz. Yeah, your time starts now. We're ending this video. Submit your answers. We'll go live on this same channel in some time. Just come back to participate. Come back to interact and participate. Thank you. Just go and submit your answers.